Oh, yes.
I felt so honored, I felt so blessed. When Sister EJ told me I was going to be doing this, actually it was a setup. We were all told to come up with themes for the retreat and suggest things, and I suggested my thing. And, you know, we all decided to go with something else, and I was like, oh, thank goodness, because I don't have to put in any work or effort, it's already been done. You know, they go with another thing. And then one day she gives me a call, and she's like, remember the topic you suggested? I'm like, yeah. Well, you're going to be speaking on it, and you're going to tie it into the whole Mary and Martha world. And I told her I wasn't going to do it. As a matter of fact, I looked for every excuse, known to man, not to do this. And luckily for me, or unluckily for me, my husband, who was supposed to be watching my son, because I was going to come for the whole 3-day event, said he was going out of town. So I called him like, Sister AJ, I can't do this anymore. You know, my husband is not going to be around. I can't come down with the 2 kids. Honestly, it wasn't until Monday of this week when she was like, let me know what your decision is. I was like, I'll let you know by 11 a.m. Monday morning. Because I've been really praying about it. I've been thinking, and I'm not getting the inspiration. And at 9:30 Monday morning, Sister EJ calls me. I said, I'll let her know by 11. She's like, what's the answer? I'm sorry. I said, I'm sorry. I prayed, I tried, and it's really not coming. So I think they just put me down for next year. Hopefully, you know. She's like, Tola, do you realize that the reason you're not getting anything is because you haven't committed to this? And, you know, she said that, and that basically kind of, you know, killed my heart right there. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I don't have anything right now, and whatever happens, it's all going to be on your head. But I pray today that the Lord will be glorified, and not my will, but His will be done. Amen. So the topic that I suggested, or the theme that I suggested for the retreat, was the woman of strength, unlocking the Deborah within you. And I'm supposed to talk about that and tie that into being a Mary in a Martha world. Now, we're going to have a little activity, but there's an age-old question that I think most of us continue to deal with, continue to battle with day in, day out. And that question is, what have I been called into this world to do? What is my calling? What is it, the purpose that the Lord has called me here to serve? And once I realize what that purpose is, how then can I realize this purpose? How then can I put in the effort to make that this goal, this purpose, this dream is accomplished? Now, when we think of this, there are actually 2 aspects to it. There's the physical aspect of the purpose the Lord has called us to, and there's the spiritual aspect of it. And when we're going to be taking a look at Deborah, we're going to be looking at Martha, we're going to be looking at Mary, and a few other women within the Bible. Now, to looking at the strong Deborah, we are taking a look at a strong woman of faith, a wife. And from all indications, I mean, they did not say that she was a mother, but I'm assuming that she was a mother, a judge, a prophetess, a warrior, a worshiper. And, you know, basically there was the physical, there was the spiritual. She did it all beautifully. You know, it wasn't about excuses. It wasn't about, I'm a woman, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. She accomplished God's goal and God's purpose for her life with perfection. And that is why, I mean, I just think that we all, as women, are Deborahs of today. So what do we need to do to unlock that Deborah within us, to unlock that strength that the Lord has already bestowed upon us? Because honestly, let's have it. If you have a man, no man, I don't care what they say, can do all the things that women do. There's no man that can do it. So we have that much strength in us. Why then are we limiting ourselves? Why then are we letting culture limit us? Why then are we letting the world determine how far we can go in life? The Lord has called us to greatness. the Lord has called us to accomplish great things. And like Deborah, we will do great things in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Now, what I want us to do, if you don't mind, let's get together, as we said, maybe groups of 3 or so, and I just want amongst ourselves, let's just discuss 3 things. And I'm going to tie this all together. Now, when you look at yourself, what is one thing that you find yourself doing time and time again, that you find yourself doing effortlessly? It might be at home, it might be with school, it might be whatever it is. I know that if I take my mother, for instance, it's her kitchen duties. When it comes to cooking, I'm sure I don't think anyone cooks as well as she does. She might have a complaint here and there, but there's something, she does it well. That is something that she does effortlessly. Now, in a perfect world, what is something that you would maybe rather see yourself doing? And then just give me 1 or 2 things that is stopping you from doing that thing that you would rather be doing. So if you don't mind, if we can take about 5-10 minutes, let's just talk amongst yourselves and, what is it that you find yourself doing easily? What is one thing that you'd rather be doing, and what is stopping you from doing that one thing that you would rather be doing? So if you don't mind, please, and then I'll ask for 1 or 2 volunteers.
How do you want us to break off?
What's that?
How do you want us to group off?
It's,
okay.
just, or we can do like 3. How many are we? 4. Let's do 4, if that's okay with you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I guess I'm in this one.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
So come around.
ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n fi jọ́ ìwọ̀n fún mọ́tà lè jẹ́ 5 fún group.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ ṣeun.
Ẹ move closer, mommy.
1, 2, 3, 4.